In the Kharkov region, Malka self-propelled guns of the Sever group unleashed crushing fire that ripped through shelters, shredded enemy hardware, and wiped out armed forces of Ukraine position in a single wave of heavy artillery destruction. Along the right bank of the Dnepr River, a 120mm mortar crew of the Dnepr group delivered a precise, thunderous strike that collapsed an armed forces of Ukraine's stronghold and erased the firing position guarding it, leaving the sector silent and broken in seconds. Over the center group sector, a Su-34 strike aircraft locked onto an armed forces of Ukraine UAV command center and delivered precision-guided bombs fitted with glide and correction modules straight onto the coordinates. The impact wiped out the control hub in a single surgical hit, cutting enemy drone operations off at the source. In the Dnepropetrovsk direction, Grad launchers of the center group unleashed a violent rocket storm that tore straight through an armed forces of Ukraine stronghold. The fortified position was ripped apart under concentrated fire, leaving nothing but burning ruins behind. Farther south in the Zaporizhzhia region, Vostok Group rocket crews blanketed an enemy staging area with explosive salvos. The temporary deployment zone vanished in overlapping blasts as troops and equipment were caught in the open. On the right bank of the Dnepr River in Kherson, Kostroma airborne artillery brought down precise fire on advancing Ukrainian infantry. The barrage shattered the assault, wiping out enemy forces before they could push forward. Near Kryvyi Rih, Cascade drone operators reached deep behind the lines to strike a 35D6 or ST-68 radar station positioned nearly 70 kilometers from the front line, where it had been operating alongside support vehicles. The precision hit wiped out the radar and exposed crew activity in the area, blinding a key surveillance node and tearing a hole in the enemy's air monitoring network. In the Konstantinovka direction, tank crews of the Yug Group rolled into action with pinpoint fire, blasting apart camouflage dugouts and wiping out an armed forces of Ukraine observation post, stripping the enemy of cover, vision, and control in a single armored strike. In the Krasnoarmysk direction, reconnaissance operators of the 9th Guards Motorized Rifle Brigade used a Merlin-VR UAV to uncover a hidden Ukrainian command post and feed its coordinates straight into the fire network. Within minutes, artillery strikes erased the position in a confirmed hit, demonstrating how real-time drone surveillance is turning detection into instant destruction on the modern battlefield. In the Konstantinovka direction of Donetsk, Southern Group UAV crews exposed hidden Ukrainian bunkers in Bereztok and guided artillery fire straight onto the shelters, collapsing them with pinpoint strikes. The hunt continued into Ilyanovka, where 2 drone command posts tucked inside residential areas were located and wiped out by a combined artillery and Molnia UAV attack, stripping the enemy of both cover and aerial control in one coordinated blow. In the Kupiansky district of Kharkov, a Kornet ATGM crew of the Western Group carried out a night strike that turned a Ukrainian ammunition depot into a fireball, guided in by aerial reconnaissance. From 5 kilometers out, a thermobaric missile slammed into the stockpile and confirmed its destruction, cutting supplies and weakening enemy formations in a single decisive hit. In Pride-Arozhne, Zaporizhzhia region, a Lancet loitering munition struck a Ukrainian supply vehicle stationed at a fortified stronghold. The precise hit obliterated the transport, cutting off logistics and weakening the armed forces of Ukraine position in an instant. Along the Krasnoarmysk direction, heavy flamethrower systems, TOS-1A, A. Sunburn and TOS-2 Tasachka of the center group unleashed devastating thermobaric barrages on Ukrainian strongholds, guided by real-time drone reconnaissance. With automated fire control and constant UAV corrections, salvo after salvo slammed into fortified positions from long range, collapsing defenses in waves of fire and pressure that left the sector shattered and silent. Along the Krasnoarmysk direction, T-72 B-3M tank crews of the center group moved from armored support into precision execution, striking armed forces of Ukraine positions with long-range, high-explosive fire. Guided by ground scouts and UAV confirmation, the tanks locked onto a hidden drone command post and equipment depot, then shattered both targets with accurate 125mm shells fired from kilometers away, clearing the path for advancing assault units. On January 23rd to 24th, 2026, Russian forces carried out a coordinated wave of precision strikes across Ukrainian territory, hitting energy infrastructure with Kinzhal and Zircon hypersonic missiles alongside strike UAVs. Throughout day and night, aerospace forces and missile units targeted Donbas, Sumy, Kharkov, Zaporizhzhia, Dnepr, and Kherson with the full spectrum of weapons, while Kiev and its region faced Kinzhal, Zircon, Iskander-M, Iskander-K, KH-32, and Geran strikes, and Zhytomyr, Chernihiv, and Cherkasy were hit by Geran and Gerbera UAVs, systematically degrading Ukraine's operational capabilities. In Zaporizhzhia, a series of Geran kamikaze UAVs equipped with TV guidance slammed into the Dnepr Donbas substations. The strikes tore through critical infrastructure, leaving the energy hub heavily damaged and disrupting power supply across the region. In Zelenoye, Zaporizhzhia region, a Lancet loitering munition struck enemy engineering equipment as positions were being prepared, destroying the hardware before it could be deployed. The precise hit disrupted construction and fortification efforts of the armed forces of Ukraine, leaving the sector exposed. In the Zaporizhzhia region, Vostok Group strike drones cut off a Ukrainian reinforcement push the moment it was spotted from the air, locking onto armored vehicles and supply trucks moving toward the front line. FPV strikes and Lancet loitering munitions tore through the colonne, destroying Novator armored cars, transports, pickups, and even an American-made M113, leaving the resupply effort burned out before it could reach the positions. On the Krasnoarmysk axis, unmanned units of the center group turned reconnaissance into instant destruction after spotting a camouflaged Ukrainian self-propelled artillery system hidden in cover. Coordinates were fed to FPV strike crews. Surveillance stayed locked on, and moments later, the gun was torn apart in a precise drone hit that erased the position from the battlefield. In the Sumy direction, Rubicon Center FPV teams turned precision drone warfare into a systematic teardown of the armed forces of Ukraine battlefield network, smashing vehicles, armored equipment, ground robots, communications nodes, firing positions, bunkers, and shelters in rapid succession. Temporary troop deployment points were wiped out alongside hardware, steadily dismantling enemy infrastructure and tightening control over the sector with every strike. Day after day, the Rubicon Center tightened the noose over Donbas and the Krasny-Lyman direction, delivering relentless precision strikes against armed forces of Ukraine positions. Fixed-wing enemy UAVs were the first to fall, stripping reconnaissance and targeting capabilities, before Rubicon teams systematically destroyed vehicles, pickups, an armored vehicle, ground robotic platforms, firing positions, and communication nodes, while Ukrainian drones, including Baba Yaga, heavy UAVs, FPVs, and Mavics were hunted down and eliminated both in the air and on the ground. In the area controlled by Battle Group West, Ukrainian forces suffered significant losses in both troops and vehicles, the Russian Defense Ministry reported. The strikes further weakened their operational capacity and left key positions in the zone compromised. Last, in Kharkov's industrial district, Geran strike drones successfully hit their designated target, delivering precise destruction and disrupting enemy operations in the area. That's all for today's update. Thanks for watching, and don't miss our upcoming videos.